Welcome, Emoji2 TV, back for the 2020-21 season. It's been a little wacky this year with the coronavirus wrecking things this season, but we got a good game here tonight at Schalmont High School between two quality programs. Albany Academy's visitors with Coach Fuccio heading around, coming off a splendid season last season, looking to carry on now. And Schalmont, who did a great job last year winning this section and winning the regional game, and they're ready to rock and roll. So two quality teams going at it right now.
Number 0, Matt Control. Sophomore, number 4, Albany Chandler. Senior, number 12, Kieran O'Hare. Senior, number 20.
You got him?
And senior, number 44, Marcus Jackson. And now, let's start her off for your Schalmont Sabres. Senior, number 0, Ethan Cruz. Senior, number 4, Senior, number 10, Rodney Horn Jr. Senior, number 11, Grant Randall. And senior, number 20, Sean Cooper. Good luck to both teams.
Okay, we're right back to live action. The tip-off will happen just momentarily. Coach, we just found out in the starting lineup for Schalmont that Rodney Parker Jr., who was at Bishop Givens last year, transferred over to the Sabres this year, Coach. That's a break in development there. And Academy, you know, they got Marcus Jackson and they got Jason Graber, who's going to be leading the ship for these two, for this team, this Albany Academy team here, Coach.
It'll be interesting this year to see what happens.
That's right. The tip is won by Parker, Lele by Randall. The speedy guard here, Coach, ready to start things up here. Give them the quick lead here, Coach. Schalmont is full court pressure here with Randall, pressuring Marcus Jackson. Graber looks to drive, kicks it out. Coach, what do you think about Graber this year? What he needs to do differently, maybe? The long three ball, no good.
It's going to be a lot more responsibility he's on Graber, given the fact that the aforementioned guys, Jackson and Mobley, moving on. So it'll be a lot more responsibility. It'll be interesting to see how he responds and what additions that he had made to his game over this COVID time to be a formidable guy for the Cadets.
Coach, we know he's an excellent shooter. He can shoot it anywhere on the floor from deep, Coach. He can shoot it corner, right wing, left corner, right corner. He can shoot it anywhere, Coach. He can also take one pump fake, one dribble drive, and shoot it in the mouth. I'm waiting to see if he learned it from Andre Jackson last year about his, jumping there, dunking on people. Long three there by Randall, no good. Rebound, the Cadets.
So, having said that, I would like to see if he can penetrate more, Coach, and get to the dish, because we already know he's a sharp shooter from range outside.
There's some new faces here for the Cadets, Coach. I really don't know none of these guys other than Jackson.
Now, remember Bobby, he played for the AYB Albany AYB team and stuff.
Oh, nice take there, Coach. That's a dribble drive by Graber right there, Coach. He got a steal. Still loses the ball out of bounds. All right, Randall brings things down. Parker looks to penetrate, kicks it out for the long three ball. Goes up, no good. Hits the posterior. Rebound, Cadets. That's Jackson with a rebound.
Like the Schalmont Sabres are in the 2-3 zone right now.
2-3. A little bit of trapping, a little trapping here. The Marcus in the corner, kicks it out. Kicks it out. Long three. Hits the front end.
Marcus right there, he had to his players slip to the basket. Give me another option to look at.
That's that terminology that Coach Fuccio teaches over there, Coach.
Terminology he teaches over there, Coach. And one of the things you're going to see with not such a big, heavy, talented team this year, you're going to see Fuccio having the coach and put his coaching display, his acronym on display here, Coach.
Yes.
He's very capable of doing it.
No question about that. The pressure by the Cadets coach, man-to-man defense looks like. Parker has it, left wing, under 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1. At the clock buzzer, coach. Parker knocks it in. He brings it back. He reminds me of his Bishop Gibbon days, though, coach. He played there last year, had an excellent run last year, coach.
He found the stroke there after shooting the air ball on his first shot.
Coach, this is the same. He goes to the team that took him out in the playoffs last year. Graber, long shot, no good. Ball gets tipped out, stays with the Cadets. What do you think about that, coach? That's like LeBron going to LA. Oh no, that's like KD going to the Golden State Warriors after they beat you. What's going on here? What's going on here?
Guys see opportunity, like KD see opportunity when you went to Golden State. You see something and get over the edge, get over the top. You see some opportunity.
Okay, we got a 4-2. We got a 4-2 game here, coach, and Sabres, the home team, is up. 4:55 to go in the first quarter.
Themselves out here, dropping buckets. You see Trent earlier with a nice loop too. Parker came back, redeemed himself after the air ball, knocked down a shot at the 24-second shot as it's about to expire.
Yeah, coach. You know they're gonna look for Trent to do a little something this game. He came off a 31-point outburst against Canada Central, coach. So Randall, Trent Randall, the 5'9" guard. They say he's 5'9", coach. I don't know, but the 5'9" guard. So he can put it up there sometimes. He had 5 threes in that game as well, coach. He got a high screen up top with Graber playing two-man game. Looks to penetrate. He gets grabbed on the arm here. The ball will be taken out of bounds. Yes, sir. First team foul, first foul of the game for either team, and the Sabres have one team foul. Oh, get it down. They saw a mouse in the house there, coach, with Trent Randall. He couldn't connect there. Couldn't grab it. It was a nice little entry pass, I thought, there, coach. He just couldn't hold on to it, maybe. Yeah. Academy is coming off a win, coach. They beat Mahonison 67-35. Yeah. Trent Randall turns it over after a spin move. Pressure up on Marcus Jackson. 2 seniors going after it. Parker switches. Jackson penetrates, coach, draws the foul. He go hard to the cup, coach. He does draw attention and he gets a lot of that contact there, coach. He went to the line so far this season a bunch of times, coach. He's one game he went, basically seemed like double figures to the line. On the season so far, he's 80%.
Actually, he was over here saying to the official that he thought that Jackson got bailed out on that. And I'm compelled to kind of agree with him. Jackson's kind of forcing the action right now, trying to fill himself. So he's kind of like going to the lane. The last time he got away with a reach-in foul that bailed him out. That time they kind of gave him the foul to benefit the doubt there.
All right, he knocks in the second free throw, so the score is 4-3. Sabres are still maintaining that 1-point advantage. We got happy feet right there, coach. Too many steps. You can't do that.
No, they don't allow that.
4-1 on the clock here. Sabres are still up. They haven't scored in a while, coach.
You know what I will tell you, coach, is that being that there's no crowd here, no fans, but the intensity of the game still has a certain
Yes. They're balling. Oh, nice little play there by Bobby to Jackson, coach.
Jackson sealed the guy that time. He got a nice entry.
Turnover going the other way, coach. 5-4. Like the Sabres are starting to lose their composure here a little bit, coach.
Yeah, I don't think Luciano feels the need to call a timeout right now, but if it keeps slipping a little bit like it is, you may want to just gather him. Nothing crazy. The score is relatively close, but the momentum and being in sync is something that he has to look out for.
You're under 3:35 here in the first quarter. The Cadets take their first lead, coach, 5-4, and they got the ball now, looking to increase that lead. Jackson, the main guy on his team here, along with Graber, shoots it, unable to knock it in. It matriculates out of bounds there, and it'll be the Sabres' ball.
I think that Coach Lucio always had a little exception with Jackson was He does like to force the action a little bit. Unlike his brother, who lets the game come a little bit more, he seems to assert himself a little bit more. Sometimes he can press a little bit more than he needs to.
Yes, I agree. Trent turns the corner, looks to pass. Yeah, Sabres thought it got deflected, but it didn't. Turnover, Sabres going the other way.
And that's their fifth turnover right there already in the first period. So your coach, Greg Luciani, cannot be happy with that output right now.
The Sabres got to be feeling good right now. You got Graber, who hasn't really been on yet. Nice dump down there by Jackson. Good block there by Parker. Oh, they're battling, coach. This game is intensified, coach.
Yeah, coach, I said good hands, but it's a tone that comes from this game here.
Yeah, good pass there in the break, girl.
Parker did an excellent job.
But like that foul might be on Chandler or no? Graber.
Parker did a good job of that time down there, coach, without throwing another foul and getting himself in real deep foul trouble there.
Yeah, out of bounds play here. Long three by Trent. Unable to connect. Parker reaches behind. Oh, he saves it, coach. The hustle is on full display here. Looks down low. Oh, good pump fake. Oh, baby. That's Sean Clifford, the 5'10". Forward, senior.
Nice move inside, good feet in there by Trent.
Yes.
Head and shoulders, got himself a clear layup and used the glass.
Yeah. Oh, long three there by Graber. And it's good. Splash. Starting to open up a little bit. That's the guy you don't want to get hot right now. 8-6 here, coach.
He sees a lot of confidence.
8-6 with 2:05 to go. Try to answer back with the three. Cadets are up. Parker. That could be three. What do you think about that call there, coach?
I like that call, coach. I really didn't like that call. I thought that he was leaning before the contact. A player is able to brace himself to absorb the contact.
Yes.
But I felt like he started to go down a little bit too far prior to the contact.
Yeah. So they bring in here for the Sabres, number 21, Sean Willis. Oh, we got an offensive right there. That's our number 30, coach. He gets called for that foul there. I'm sorry, I don't have all the names out there, people. There was no no forms given out for the game, no brochures. I don't know. Oh, Trent drives in. He gets contact, coach. No foul.
I didn't think he was hit much there. I thought that was a good no call. He got stuck in the air and tried to do something a little bit bigger than his 5'6" frame.
Oh, coach, nothing there? And they call that one. Get a little chippy here, coach, I think. Team fouls is 4-2, and Sabres are leading that category. I believe that's Fucio's son there, coach, number 22, who just entered the game. John Fuccio. I hope I'm correct there. Very few. Jackson. Wow, coach, he seeked out that bucket there. Got a foul up top here by Fuccio on Randall. Fuccio is over there encouraging his guys, coach. Trent drives it, unable to connect. Graber gets the tip out. He starts to push on the break. Oh, yo, with the floater. He got hit in the wrist. Here we go on the line, shooting two. One of the problems that Graber has this year, coach, is shooting from the free throw line. For such an awesome shooter, coach, he's 6 for 12 on the season, 50% shooter from the free throw line, coach. What do you think about that?
Yeah, one of those guys when things slow down for him and he gets a little bit in his head.
First one's up. It's the posterior, coach. He's struggling. Beautiful stroke, coach. It's a matter of just getting a routine, taking a couple breaths, and just let the wrist flick, you know, and just let it go. Yeah, rebound Cadets. Oh, Willis, Sean Willis catches it, saves it to Randall. Randall splits the defense. Gets called by the foul. That's Fuccio, I believe, with his second. We got 55 5.4 seconds to go here in the first quarter. And the Cadets are still increasing that lead very slowly, but they're increasing. It's 10-6 now.
You got to be careful. That's how every academy plays. They start to leak away a little bit here and there. And you got Parker on the bench, coach, so that's big right there.
Willis, the lefty, goes up, able to go down. Ball gets, Willis fights for it. Ball's on the floor. Too much. They're battling, coach. They're battling, coach. Jump ball. They go to Cadets, 39.7 seconds to go, coach.
That actually could have been a call on the floor right there.
Fusho is hot right now, coach. He's talking about safety, coach, safety.
Because in that situation right there, once the player secures the ball, the player can't just crash into him because it's a ball that he's going for. And he felt like the play took out his player's legs and it's costing him the injury.
Yeah. Graber, we're not getting the last three-pointer, coach. Looking to. Yeah. Because the front end of that. Jackson tries to save it, unable to secure it. Go to the Sabres, 22.3 seconds to go.
Coach, we're not seeing a mild-mannered Fusio thus far.
No. Yes.
Mild-mannered. He alluded that he even went to count.
Yeah.
Throw that out the window.
Oh, yeah. We're approaching 10 seconds. A little quick shot there. Willis unable to go down. Graber grabs it under 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. At the buzzer, no good. Sean Clifford corrals that rebound there, coach. We're heading to the second quarter, and the Cadets of Albany are up 10-6 over the Schalmont Sabres. Okay, back to live action here. Second quarter. Cadets 10, Sabres 6. They look down low to Willis, coach. Pump fake gets blocked. Save.
My boy Willis has put up some shots since he done entered the game,
Yes,
hasn't he?
sir. Good grab there by Graber. Oh, he gets blocked from behind. That might have went off Graber, coach.
I didn't see that, but I'll give the ref a good no call right there, clean block.
Yeah, so why you say good no call? If it's a clean block, when you call, we say
But sometimes you see a call made in that situation.
Yeah,
and
that's
it's
a bad call.
Yeah, good no call. Well, I see what you're saying. I'm glad a call wasn't made.
Right.
Like that.
Graber, second three ball.
Yeah, his second three ball. He got 7 of the Cadets' 13, so he got more than half of their points right now. I told you, Coach, Willis is not playing.
Willis draws the contact. We go to the line. Willis is a 50% free throw shooter in the season, coach. He's 1 of 2. He scored. He dropped 4 points against LaSalle early in the season.
He's the kind of player, if Coach lets go on and lets him film himself throughout the season, this short interim season, he'll find himself and be a little bit of an offensive weapon because he's not afraid.
Right.
You just got to let a guy sometimes find his way in that situation.
That's right.
Learn how to make shots. You know what I mean? Learn how to finish at the basket.
Right.
You can't do that if you don't take shots.
That's so true. Especially when you got Parker out, too. You need somebody that's a go-getter.
That's a fact. And now he finds himself out of line. Unfortunately, he didn't bury any of them, but he drew a foul on Jackson, got to the line, mixed it up a little bit there.
That's right.
But they got to find some offense here, Coach, because they're on a drought right now. They haven't scored in several minutes here, and they need to find something.
In the last outing, Mahonison, Jackson led the team in scoring with 22 points in the Mahonison win. The drive, tough drive there, coach.
Again, Jackson forcing the action, and it working out for him a second time.
We're approaching 7 minutes on the clock in here in the second quarter. The Albany Academy bench coach is real loud over there, coach.
Yes, they a lot of bench participation.
Trent drives, comes to a jump stop, but the referee said he had happy feet there, coach.
Yeah, he shuffled his feet a little bit after he came from the jump stop there, but you can see that not having Parker on the floor right now is not helping him because not only can he score, he opens it up for other players, and he's a willing passer as we saw.
Yes. Jackson looking to go.
So right now, I guess what they're featuring is they're actually featuring Jackson on one side against the zone, and he's lining up around elbow, foul line extended area, and he's operating from that perspective. So it appears he has the green light, Coach.
It appears, huh? I see him glowing over from all the way over here. Yeah. Kicks it out to Graber for the quick three. Knocks it in! Knocks it in, Coach. 33-18-6. Starting to get away from the Sabres there, Coach.
It really is, Coach. And Greg Liani hasn't used one of his timeouts. He might want to grab one of those timeouts here. After a bucket, it wouldn't be a bad idea as well to try to get a defensive stop here.
Trent drives, throws it up, no good. What do you think about putting Parker in, Coach, with 3 fouls?
No, I wouldn't chance that right now. If that's the case, I don't know if it's 2 or 3. I'm not 100% clear, but if it's 3, it's definitely a no-go. If it's 2, you might want to flirt with it around the 3-minute mark.
Jackson looking to penetrate. It's to the rim. Easy does it. 5 under 5:45 here, Coach. Second quarter, 20-6.
I'm sorry, Coach. It appears Jackson just says, I'm going to do what I want out here.
In the post, he said that Willis traveled there, Coach. Parker coming in, Coach. Coach said enough. If he has 3, he says do or die time now.
And at some point, you have to make that decision regardless, right? You can't take too much to the locker room here and being behind and trying to climb up back against a team like Albany Academy. Right. They're not a team that lets you come back in the game.
No.
Not one of those type of teams.
And the way Jackson is penetrating the ball to the basket, Coach, that's a lot of pressure you're putting on Parker, even as a help defender, you know?
Yeah. Jackson, I would play him all left. Jackson goes all right. I would just play him left. And right on cue, he goes left.
Play control there, Coach. Go the other way. Jackson with his second foul.
He finally paid on that time. Like I said, Jackson's one of those guys that puts his head down and just drives.
Right.
And that's the time that he paid for it. And as a coach, that's what I'm telling my guys. Hey, find your stance, keep your ground, and let this guy plow on you as possible.
We're approaching 5:10 here, Coach. Second quarter, 20-6. Cadets over the Sabres. Long 3, corner. Bounces a couple times, and it rolls off. Cadets track it down. Jackson does. Gets it to Bobby. Chandler. Gets it back out to restart the offense. Man-to-man defense there, Coach, or are we in the zone?
And this is not the guy I want on Jackson right now.
Jackson for 3. Hits the posterior. Going the other way, over the back there.
Good call there.
Since Parker came back in, Coach, it kind of slowed down the Academy's offense a little bit. It stalled a little bit since Parker came in.
Yeah, and that foul right there sends Schalmont to the line for a much-needed opportunity to put some buckets on the board because they haven't scored probably, Coach, since, wow.
Yeah, a long time.
Long time.
I mean, even Willis had a couple opportunities to put 2 points on the board for the free throw line. He missed those.
Yeah, let's see if Tyler Pepicelli can break this drought.
He gets it in. Pepicelli had 9 points against LaSalle in the loss. He had 17 against McKill in the loss. And he dropped 10 versus Kevin Central on senior night in a win.
Well, it sounds like this is a guy who can give you some type of offense and what you need the most right now. So let's see if Tyler Pepicelli can get going and provide some punch for these guys.
Oh, go! They got the freshman in, Coach Tyler. They got Keyshawn Tillery in the game. Number 31 there for him. Oh! Rebound by Marcus Jackson. Scores it. I guess the ref want to talk about not talking so much here.
I think he definitely wants to clear that up. I heard a lot of you suck in that situation. So
referee taking charge right away.
Absolutely.
Cut the crap out right now.
Mike Pillar is a take charge kind of guy as well too.
Okay. Got a sub here coming out. Number 23 subs out. That's Max Platt, the 6'4" forward junior. He comes out, take a breather.
Let's see, can they cut into this 14-point lead here? Try to make it at least 10 or under going into halftime right now.
Oh, Tillery, almost with the rip there. Tillery locking up.
I like Parker. Parker, like, I'm not worried about you at all. And I got Diddy, and I got spin, and I got moves.
Tillery there picks up that foul.
And then the bonus, so that will send him to the line right now to shoot a 1-and-1 and put some much more needed points on the board right now.
Coach Fushio is putting in a freshman right now, Coach. What do you think about that?
I like that idea. I mean, you got an intern season right here, really short. Might as well get his feet wet. Like you said, you had a graduating class. You got people moving on. You know Tillery is a viable guy. Get him going right now.
There's Parker going to the line here, Coach. He wasn't successful last time, and he missed his chance to put some points on the board. Yeah, Tillery, Coach. I actually taught him at Toast, Coach, when when he was there for since 4th grade. And to see this guy is so chill now. He's a lot of energy guy. Got a charge here. Is that on?
That's on Jackson.
That's third. That's 3 on Jackson.
That's 3 on Jackson now. So you got potentially 3 on Parker and 3 on Jackson.
Yeah, so it's good to see Tillery, Coach, with he's like really mellowed out.
Yeah, he has, definitely.
He's a high energy kid.
And he's the kind of kid, like, he's probably going to give you a lot more than a lot of those guys you got over there as well.
That's
so, I
true.
mean.
Yeah. Kicks it out to Clifford for 3. Hits the posterior. Parker grabs the rebound. Gets fouled.
Foul number 12 there for Academy. And that's their 10th foul, so that puts him in a double bonus. So Parker, who's having his struggles at the line, will get a chance to go there and, again, notch into this 14-point lead. Because, like you said, Coach, since he came in, Academy hasn't scored thus far in several minutes.
Yes. Coach, Parker is struggling. That was one of his ills he had last season, Coach, at the free throw line. That charity stripe is not kind to Parker, Coach. 66% on the season. Knocks in that one. That's a good sign.
Yeah, he notches that one, which is much needed here.
Coach Fushio does not take Jackson out the game, Coach, with 3 fouls.
Oh, he sure doesn't. And I don't know if Jackson is the type of disciplined player that you can bank on not, doing something that might get himself into some trouble.
Especially in the offensive dribble drive. I don't know if, he likes to go head down and just get it.
Yeah, that's a good point, Coach. He definitely does. So he has to be and going over the back for a rebound. These are all the things you got to worry about. You got to be comfortable with your player knowing that, he can be responsible.
Under 3 seconds here. It's long 3 at the buzzer. Good! Graber! 3 birds with 1 stone! Knocks it in there, Coach. 25-9. Extends the lead. That closed out the little drop they had there, Coach.
Yeah, that's his 13th point, too.
Ball gets knocked out of Parker's hand. I thought Parker got bumped there a few times there, Coach.
I thought so, too, there, Coach. There was a little contact there. That hurts you. You play a good defensive stance there, do everything you're supposed to do, and the clock is winding down, and then Graber comes out and knocks down the 3, man. It could definitely break your back in those situations.
Yeah. And Graber's starting to feel it too, Coach, so you don't want a guy like that feeling it from deep. Jab step there by Robert Chandler. Looks to drive, kicks it to Tillery, the freshman. Oh, good look down low to Graber. Graber spins. Oh, too much spin on the ball there.
Good head.
Tillery with the strong rebound. That's a freshman there, Coach?
Yeah. That's a freshman there.
He's in there. He's got a strong body for a freshman too, Coach. Long 3 there by Chandler. No good. Gets fouled up top.
That's his 2nd foul. And
Marcus Jackson over there pump up his guys. It's like being a coach on the floor there, Coach.
I tell you what, I remember last year his brother had to calm him down a lot.
Yeah.
Marcus has more of an explosive personality, more of a little explosiveness with him. Yeah.
Randall goes up, knocks it in.
Makes it look silky smooth.
Yeah, 71% free throw shooter, Coach.
And he takes it down to 15. Let's see if we can get down to 14 here.
Averaging 18 points a game here. Leading scorer on the team with Rodney Parker with 16.3, right behind him. Peppercelli averaging 12 for the Sabres. Top 3 scorers there are Randall, Parker, and Peppercelli.
There's 2 minutes left in here and a half. Let's see what can happen down the stretch here. Can they contain Graber and Jackson and try to get some stops and get this lead down to 10 or so?
Long 3. Uh-oh. Jackson showing the long range there, Coach. On the approaching 150 here in the 2nd quarter.
He has 14.
Pulls up for long. No good. Tillery. He drives it. He calls it a charge there, Coach, on Tillery. 28-11, 1:41 left. Like Sabres got team sneakers there, Coach?
Looks like it. Big possession here, Coach. They got team sneakers, for sure. Against another team that has team sneakers. We got team sneakers against team sneakers here tonight.
You said, Coach, big possession here?
Big possession here, Coach. 17-point lead right here by the Cadets. The Sabres need to do something here. Big possession.
They almost answered at the front end there by Peppercelli. 1:25 to go, second quarter for halftime, Coach.
That's Easton's his second foul, team 6. So the next foul will put Academy Cadets in the bonus. They'll be shooting. So both teams will be shooting here from the rest of the way.
Tilly in his game against Mahonison, he dropped 4 points against Mahonison. Jackson drives again. Goes up, dropped it in. Count the bucket, 3-point play. Knocked down the three-pointer, he comes back, get a three-pointer the old-fashioned way.
Wow.
Quick 6 points there, Coach, in under a minute there.
Yes, it is, Coach. That foul's on Ethan. I think that's his third. So experienced a little bit of foul trouble here. Marcus is just asserting his will right now. He's just dominating. If he sees any little space on the floor, he asserts himself and takes total control, and he's been successful.
Knocked down the 3-point play. Fuchsia comes in, takes Jackson out with 1:15 to go. He replaces him with Fuchsia, who has 2 fouls himself.
So Jackson finally gets a rest after pouring in 17 of the 31 points here by the Cadets. And his backcourt mate, Crable, has 14. Graber, I'm sorry, has 14 points.
And the game against Mahonison, Coach, is those 2 guys really in double figures.
Coach, I just realized those are the only 2 guys that scored.
Wow. Oh, got the front of Peppercelli. Peppercelli got the needed bucket there, Coach. 13 for the Sabres, 31 for Academy. Coach, much to say here, or what's the timeout being called for by Lociano, Coach? What do he wants to get
It's
across?
probably his 30-second timeout. They're standing up, so it's 30-second timeout that he can't take in the second half anyway.
Right,
so he might as well burn it here. He want to try to make sure he gets a stop. He's probably in there talking to them about Jackson. Jackson's out of the game right now, so he's probably sign of relief right here. That he has to deal
Still
with
got
him.
Graber out
But
there.
he's got to be accountable for Graber to make sure this guy doesn't get a 3 and stretch this lead any more longer than it needs to be. You want to get a good quality stop right here, come down, hopefully get a bucket on your end, and maybe go down in the half instead of being down by 18, maybe just go down by 16, or a minor momentum going into the half.
All right, we're at the live action here. It's going to be Academy ball going the distance, trying to score here under 56 seconds to go. Coach, what do you think about second half? Maybe the Sabres doing a boxing one on Graber. And only reason I say Graber because he can shoot it, but that 4 guys that's going to be near the paint, they can probably control Jackson's dribble drive. Now, what do you think about that? That long 3 there is no good.
I actually looked at the other way. I would go boxing one on Jackson.
But, I don't know about that. I thought Parker was leaning back a little bit. I mean, Willis was leaning back before he got there, Coach.
Yeah, it goes back to what I was saying earlier a little bit. Like, you can protect yourself. So sometimes there's a misnomer that believes that you can't start. I don't want to use the word start falling. I want to use the word more or less protecting yourself, embracing yourself. There's a fine line that the referee has to make the judging call, whether you're bracing yourself or you're actually falling back.
Oh, okay.
All right, so. But going back to yourself, I would actually put a boxing one on Jackson, and I would tell my guys, like, heck, you better know where Graber is at and where he's coming off at and chase him off the 3-point line.
Well, my thing is, ball stays here with Sabres. 31-13. Academy still up, Coach, with 31 seconds to go. Parker looks to drive, Coach. Gets in there.
Ooh.
Contact, no call.
Strong move right there by Parker.
Nice
That's the kind
strong
of
left-hand
move.
finish.
Yeah, we're accustomed to him using his strong body like that.
That's right. Tillery gets it out to Fuccio. Pump fakes. Man-to-man defense here. 7 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3. Chandler goes up, unable to go down. Gets it out at the heave, at the hoop to end the first half, and it's no good. And the Sabres are down 15-31 to the Albany Cadets. Coach, your initial thoughts here, Coach. That score doesn't look too bad now.
No,
before it looked nasty.
It
Now
started looking a little
decent
crazy.
a little bit.
And he called the 30-second timeout,
Yeah.
and he got exactly what he wanted. 30-second timeout. He got a stop, got a bucket, got it down to 16 and come with, like I said earlier, mini momentum.
Right.
Because momentum means you want to go down and have at least minimally down by 10 or less when you've been climbing all game, right? So it's a mini momentum, something to hang your hat on. You're saying to your guys right now, hey, guys, first half, Rodney Parker got in foul trouble. We didn't have him on the floor.
Right.
It's okay. Right now, we're coming back. We have full throttle. So just brace yourself, guys. Don't look at the score. And then you're devising the plan. How are we going to contain Jackson and Graber? That's what it means.
Let's go back to that, how to contain Jackson and Graber right
Absolutely.
now. Obviously, those are the only two guys that's really putting the ball in the hole right now for the Cadets. So the reason why I say the boxing one on Graber, because Graber is a shooter. And I know a lot of times, man, you don't give a guy assignment to watch a shooter, and you say, if you're in the zone or something, they watch a shooter, them guys fall asleep a lot of times. They become ball watchers. So I'm saying, might as well keep your eye on Graber, and keep a guy on him at all times. But at least Jackson, you know where he's going to be. He's going to be in front of you. You know where he's going to be at all times. So I know he's going to dribble drive, he's going to take the shot. I'm going to have somebody there at all times. I have two people there at all times. Take the shot, got one guy, the drives, I have 2 or 3 guys there. You know what I mean?
I understand.
And nobody's hurting you. Nobody else is hurting you right now, Coach. There's 2 guys.
Right. I come from the perspective of this right here. I'm coming from the perspective more or less like I believe that if you look at the 2 players, Graber is hurting you one way, and that's basically from the 3-point line.
Right.
Jackson is hurting you always, right? And Jackson's a bigger body, bigger guy, so Jackson
He had many way. He got 1-3. He got 2 3. Yeah, you might be right. Yeah,
okay, but he knocked down some outside shots. So it's not all about the three-pointer as well.
Right.
Knocked down a mid-range shot, hit his three-pointer. He's getting you inside. Also, he's a strong rebounder. So now you got to account for him as well. So if you let him roam as opposed to keeping the body warm everywhere he go, I like that idea versus more so.
No, when you say roam, he's not roaming. He's going to have the ball in his hand.
Who?
Jackson.
Well, no, if he's more so in a boxing one situation, you got to body him on him all the time.
Right.
So now you can account for him as well on the offensive rebounding aspect as well.
I think it's easy to guard him in a 4. You know what I mean? The boxing one, because he's hunting for his dribble drive. He's hunting for him. It ain't like he's like taking his shots. He's like coming down every time. If he was patient, then I'll probably agree with you. But he's like going after it every single trip.
Yeah, no, I understand.
You know what I mean?
But one of the things I will add to that, though, I will say is that this guy, he gets a little bit of space when he operates. So I'm under the auspice of I want to take away that little bit of space that he has to operate. If I got somebody glued to him, it takes away that little bit of space because with the ball movement with the zone, as soon as he sees a crevice, he just takes it. And he's been very effective at taking that crevice and scoring.
So you telling me that they've been playing man-to-man all first quarter?
They're playing zone. Schalmont was playing zone.
They play man too.
Well, okay, they might have mixed it up a little bit.
When I first laid eyes on them and I noted what they were doing, it was zone.
Right.
So that's what I saw. And and it looked like what Fushiel did against the zone was kind of like a overload type of thing. Put everybody else on one side to be mindful. Isolated Jackson here, knowing that he can get inside when he was wanting to, even against the zone. Because it's a misnomer that you can't get inside. He was getting inside against the zone. He was being very effective.
Okay, so what does Schalmont have to do now?
I think they got to devise a plan. We see situations like this with Tony DeZekis comes back out and he automatically throws the boxing one on a guy or a triangle 2 something to mix it up, give you a different look. You know, like you like to say, always giving a guy a different look. So he has to come out and think about giving a different look. Offensively, you can't really say much to you guys. You want to tell Perpicelli, hey, assert yourself a little bit more, get going. But the main thing was one of our horses, Parker, was out.
Right.
All right. So and the Sabres have not knocked down any outside shots. They have really been cold from the outside. So that has not worked out for them. And Albany Academy is a really disciplined, box-out, rebounding team. So only limited you to one opportunity, and you're not knocking that down.
Okay, that's Umoja 2 TV halftime report. We'll see you guys on the other end. All right, back to live action here, Coach. We start the second half. And I went to the scores book to get the names of the Academy players, Coach. I feel a little more comfortable this half calling the players' name. Jackson with the ball. A little bit of space. Randall steps up. Long 3, no good by Jackson. Rebound, Sabres going the other way. Trent, come out of the locker room. Bang, Coach.
Bang, bang.
31-18 here, Coach. 7:30 to go.
That's the way you want to start off coming out of the locker room. Get a stop and get a 3-ball, knock the lead down to 13.
Graber 3, knocks it in. Right back at you.
That's not helpful.
Is that 5 threes, Coach?
Yes.
5 threes by Graber.
17 points in total.
Randall penetrates. Parker gets big in there, coach.
Strong, big body.
Whoa.
Big body. That's what they were missing the first half when he had to sit that lengthy period of time with those fouls.
34-20 here, under 6:50 to go, third period. Nice move there by Jackson. Coach, he hunting them shots again. Hunting him. He's driving that lane at will.
Yeah, he has that y'all can't stop me mentality right now, coach. Nothing y'all can do. It's going to be interesting to see how they can slow him down.
Parker, long three, no good. Like he's playing in the park, coach. Having a good time in the park.
That's a fact. That's a fact. My brother's gone. It's basically my show now.
Yeah.
I didn't think we were going to play this year. We are. I'm hungry. I'm about to put it on.
Yeah. The jab step there by Graber. Oh, with a step back, coach. The three ball. Oh, unable to go down.
That would have hurt it.
Nice rebound there by McCauley. Long two. Nothing but oxygen there.
Oh, he's human.
Sabres will take it out, hopefully to try to chew into this lead here. Near turnover.
We got a foul.
We got a foul. Okay, we got a foul up top. We're gonna go to the Cadets once again. We got 36-20, 5:52 to go. Give Jackson a break, brings in Fushio, number 22, to run the point guard duties there.
Jackson said I'm out.
Yeah, I know, right? How does Coach Fushio feel like now he got his second son playing now? Coach?
I know, Coach.
Feel?
I got to feel awesome.
Yeah. Randall goes up, scores. Randall is 5 points here, Coach, start the second half.
Yes, he has 9 total for the game, Coach.
Under 5:30 to play here.
Still hovering around a 14-point lead. They want to get it a little closer than that.
Chandler pulls up a three, hits the back end. Parker, rebound. Gets to the Pepicelli. Parker stops and pops, unable to drop.
Big shot there that he needed to go down for him.
The ball to O'Hara. O'Hara kicks it back out to Chandler. O'Hara spots up the three ball, unable to go down. Go another way here. Ball gets tipped out of Parker's hand by the Cadets. Sabres ball.
Yeah, and Parker's, you see, that's another thing that you miss in there, not having Parker in there earlier. Great rebounder, Coach. You see that he's limiting him to one opportunity and giving his troops an opportunity to capitalize off the misses that they're happening.
Yeah. Ball gets worked around the horn. Trent, who's been on fire, gets it, penetrates, kicks it out to Parker. Pepicelli screaming for the ball, Coach. Trent goes in, draws a foul.
The foul is on number 30.
Trent come out of the locker room, Coach, ready to ball out.
Yeah, he definitely had his yo, you know what? We're going to have to do something here. You got to love it, too.
No doubt. What do you think about some of the changes here, Coach? You got the mask on. The kids are playing with the mask on. That got to be difficult to do, huh?
Very difficult, Coach. My point of view on it is I'm totally against it, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I mean, the rate showed that 90% plus is a recovery rate and that it doesn't really affect the young population as much.
Mm-hmm.
So I know them to train girls in them, and it's very, very hard.
Yeah. Till he checks in, Coach.
And even from a health perspective, I even wonder because you don't have a mask on for a reason.
Right. You're sucking in your own CO2.
Yeah, absolutely.
Come on. We're at the table with our mask on.
That's a fact.
Long three there by Graber. Unable to connect that time. Parker rebounds it. Gets it out to Pepicelli. Pepicelli gets it to Willis. Willis gives it to Randall. Randall gets big, gets blocked. Rebound by Chandler. Trent thought he got hit there. Graber drives it. Oh, Euro step. Pepicelli with the block. Randall grabs it down. Oh, Chandler, too much body on that one there, Coach. Got him clean up top, though, with the body.
Yeah, I mean, Coach, it's a 12-point lead. They got a chance to knock it down within 10 right now.
36 Academy, 24 Sabres with 4:04 to go here. Sabres are not going away, Coach.
No, they're not.
The Cadets have right now, they got Marcus. They bring Marcus Jackson back in. They got Graber in there as well with the freshman Tillery and the sophomore Robert Chandler. And they got also Kieran O'Hara in the game for the Cadets right now. And the Sabres have Parker. They got Randall. They got Pepicelli. And they got Willis. Oh, Randall missed both there, Coach.
Oh, wow. That was a great opportunity right now that he passed up right there after showing so much promise and coming out hitting three and getting started.
Chandler drives it in, gets his first 2 points of the game.
Yeah, and they was waiting for him to be a little bit more aggressive. His teammates were yelling at him earlier, telling him to take a shot.
So true. Parker looking to get going, long range, rattles. Gets it out to Graber. Gets it to Tillery. Tillery goes up. The freshman phenom scores in the bucket on the 3:30 to go. Third quarter, 40-24. Cadets are starting to open it up a little bit.
And just like that, it's back up to a 16-point lead when Trent had a chance to knock it down to 10.
Ball gets ricocheted around. Jackson.
I'll be ready to take a charge right here from Jackson because you know he's going all the way. Good stop and pop.
Good stop. Good floater there. Very disciplined move right there, Coach. Willis drives it in. Beautiful lefty. He's attacking.
Go ahead, Willis.
By the Sabres and Cadets 42. Under 3 minutes here, Coach. Third quarter. Tillery gets the ball, gets to the Chandler. Chandler spots the three ball, rattles, and it rattles out. Ball will go to the Sabres. O'Hara checks out. Number 33 comes in. Andrew Kylon comes in for the Cadets. Tillery and Randall gets tangled up there. Tillery is putting that putting that hound dog defense on him full court there, Coach.
They just keep etching around, Coach, hanging around, not really making a dent. It hasn't got. I think to really take them serious, they would have to get to 10. You know what I mean? They really say, okay, they.
Full court pressure here, Coach. Like the Cadets can't handle it. They got to get through the foul line quicker. The second half looks like they got 14 fouls against the Academy right now. So only one Sabres have.
That bode well for them. Anytime you could put points on the board with the clock stopped, it only can be advantageous for you, especially when you're climbing behind from a lead. Parker has some nice moves.
Yeah, nice behind the back. Oh, good kick out to Pepicelli for three. Rattles.
They just cannot get shots to go down for them.
Yeah, you see how
they getting the looks.
Grabbed it. Good look. Chandler to Graber.
Nice pass right there.
44-26. Good kick. One more. Pepicelli for three ball. Oh, it's two good looks he had, Coach. He blew it.
Can't knock down shots from the outside. That's been their Achilles heel all night.
Wow, that's a tough call there, Coach.
Yeah, it was kind of tough right there. And Fuscio was not happy with it.
That's Keyshawn Tillery's second foul, third foul, I believe.
The Frosh is seeing a lot of airtime, isn't he?
Who's that, Coach?
The Frosh is seeing a lot of airtime tonight, Tillery.
Yeah. We got approaching 2 minutes here. Third period. Cadets 44, Sabres 26. Man-to-man defense by the Cadets here, Coach. Parker gets it out.
Smart dude by Trent, I thought.
Try to draw the foul there. Nope, nothing there.
I thought he got away with the travel too there. You know he's feeling it.
Yeah. Oh, baby. Oh, he's looking at the Sabres bench too, Coach.
This guy got 24 points. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he got a tech before
Clifford
this
pulls
over.
up. 3 ball.
Oh, pure.
Sean Clifford.
Big shot right there. His 5th point of the game.
He pulled that like a veteran.
He sure did. Like he was mad. I'm tired of Jackson.
Graber dribbles it back out to get some more space. Looks to attack with 15 seconds on the shot clock. Side pocket there by Jackson. Knocks it in, 50-29. Like the Cadets found their second win here, Coach.
They sure did, Coach. When you thought the Sabres had a chance to close the gap, going back to when Tree had a chance to move it in 10 with 2 free throws and he missed both of them, the Cadets has been on a mile-wild run here led by Jackson.
Yeah. Oh, baby. He gets his own rebound there, Coach. And where's it going? Going the other way. Cadets ball. Tillery takes a break here. And they bring in sophomore guard, Gianni Di Serbo.
So
Serbo.
Academy probably a hold for 1 here.
Under 15 seconds on the shot clock. I don't think he's gonna hold. Oh yeah, he was gonna hold.
He will hold. We got a timeout here on the floor.
He knew what was gonna happen there, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
Fool said I want one last shot, not.
Yeah. So it's 50-29. Cadets up with 11.7 seconds to go in the 3rd period. Back to live action. Up top here. Second team foul on the Sabres.
Not a bad foul right there. See what play Academy got here. They got a box set here they're running with Jackson coming over. Oh, way to get him free.
Oh, here's the posterior. He grabs his own rebound. Floater, and it rolls out. That was Kiernan O'Hara, Coach. Almost got the floater to go after he missed the long-range three that went in and out. That closes out the 3rd period. 50-29. Academy over Sabres. Final stanza. 50-29. Albany Cadets over the Schalmont Sabres. Sabres start the 4th quarter with the ball. A lot of movement here. Long 3 by Parker. Comes off hard there, Coach. Rebound Jackson has been controlling things all game long. Nobody's on him. How you don't know where that guy's at?
Got to know where he's at on score at all times. He's filling it up, inside, outside.
Turnover there by Graber. Kick it to Trent. Long 3 ball. Comes off. Jackson. He probably got a double-double, Coach.
Yeah, I would say so. Just their outside shooting has not paid any dividends for them tonight for the Sabres, and it shows.
Yeah.
Anytime they had an opportunity, had a wide-open look or a look, it just didn't fall down for them. Now they find themselves down by 21 points, which is an astronomical amount to come back when you're facing the Cadets.
Especially under 7 minutes to go. It rattles in and out. Parker with a strong rebound. He's got double figures in rebounds. Oh, good block there by Chandler.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, too easy here by Jackson. Timeout. Academy here. 52-29. We got 6:43 to go. Okay, back to live action. 6:43 to go. 52-29. Cadets over the Sabres. Coach, what do you think about this atmosphere here, Coach? No fans. And the players and the coaches have to make their own energy, you know? What do you think about that?
Absolutely. I mean, well, one thing I will say is that situations like this show a lot of intensity. However, Sabres being at home right now probably would have loved to have their fans in to probably give them a little bit momentum after punch. Look like a travel there.
Yeah.
So that's one thing about it, not having fans here, is that being a home team, that extra boost and energy you used to get.
Yeah.
You don't get a chance to get that no more.
Right. That's right. That's right.
So
what do you think, though, Coach, as well, for the coaches and the players, but from the coach's standpoint, what do you think this abbreviated season is, does? As far as preparing, as far as expectations, not being the same because no championships, right? No Section 2 championships, no state championships. So what do you think this does for the psyche of the players and the coaches?
See, I think given the fact that you had this whole COVID situation that took place and the guy's been out for a year or so and not being able to play, I think the opportunity just to get on the court again and be able to play, for players to play, for coaches to coach, and for the limited spectators to be able to see, I think that's a plus. Given the fact that you can't play playoffs, no states, that's the downside of it all.
Right.
Because when you lace them up and you get ready to play, that's what you play for.
Yeah, no doubt.
Well, I'm interested in this year, Coach, and seeing, we talked about years, and you was the one that was really pulling the trigger on that about teams playing Albany Academy.
Right,
and given the circumstances that it are.
Mm-hmm. Parker here with the rebound, Coach. Still, throws it down, big. Got some excitement here by the coach. And Parker threw that down strong, hard,
with authority.
Yes, sir.
I thought I was seeing him how high he was going to get up, how clean it was going to be. It was flush.
Yes, sir. As O'Hara, Coach, knocked it down the. Finally, somebody different from Academy scoring the ball. And Sabres get it right back. 6'1" junior guard. Senior guard with a bucket there.
And now you see Marcus Jackson facilitating, hitting, opening people with the team. Now that he's up, that shows a little bit of maturity about his game right there.
Yes. Trent drives and kicks it to Pacelli. Oh, good block.
And he saved it.
Unbelievable play there, Coach. Graber extended his arm too much.
Good outlet pass here.
Trent drives, draws the contact. Oh, no call there, Coach?
Wow. He definitely missed that one. And if as a coach, I can't be happy when I'm down by 22 points and you miss a call like that.
Right.
Right, and then they get it on the other end like that and they're up by 22. I can't be happy at all.
Right.
But I guess these guys are just happy to be back on the court. Coach Luciani is showing a lot of restraint right now.
A great deal.
Restraint right now.
Yes.
You just don't want to miss those when you're down by that many points. It's like insult to injury type of thing.
Yeah, exactly. O'Hara knocked down the first one. That's his first trip to the line this season. Academy only played one game, but the first game he didn't get there. Academy is in an independent Class A in Section 2 here. They played a fantastic game in the season last year when they played Luau in the last season regular season game, and that was like the game of the year. They said maybe the century. And those two teams went at it. And Luau, they came out with the guard who's at Illinois now. He came back and made a last-second shot to close out that game. But Academy here, they're ready to play, Coach. They're ready to play. Happy to be out here.
Yep.
It's funny, because I think Graber, the player knocks down a three, Pepicelli, finally get going. But I think Graber, Coach, I think his dad actually played for Schalmont.
Oh, okay.
And I think he might be living out here.
Little lineage there, huh?
Yeah, and he decided to go to Academy.
Yeah, you see Jackson, now he's just being a facilitator, setting up his other guys, drawing
O'Hara with the point. Oh, okay, he's safe, he's all right. That's O'Hara in the last bucket there by the Cadets. And Parker drives it. Almost came out awkwardly, but good thing. Strong genetics, strong bones, strong muscles, Coach. You can't hurt that guy. He's a brick house.
He sure is. And O'Hara here got himself a couple blast buckets, couple dimes down in the trips on the floor, being able to cash in.
That's right. We got some slippers on the floor.
I think we got blood.
Yeah, we got some blood on the floor, so we got to clean it up real quick. Got 2 free throws here by Parker. First one's up. Hits the front end, Coach. Struggling there.
Yeah, he has. He hasn't been able to cash in there. And a guy like that, you want him to get a little bit more better at the charity stripe because he draws so much contact and he's going to get to the line.
Yes. Knocks in the second one. 37 here for Cadets. 59 for Academy. Coach, what do you think is the hardest thing for the players, Coach, in Section 2 as far as getting ready for this season? What do you think? And before you answer that, what do you think is this a season that shows your coaching in an abbreviated season like this, or does it doesn't mean much of anything? What do you How do you handle those two things?
That's actually a good question. I think that it's a combination of both, actually, because you got to deal with kids being out of shape, potentially being out of sync, your chemistry, not having had them in the gym and all those things. So it does make you have to expedite the process a little bit more. You know what I mean? Get the information to these kids and get them to buy into your plan. So absolutely, Coach, it's definitely more of a challenge for a coach. But at the same time, you don't want to put too much onus on it, given all of the circumstances beyond your control and the externals that took place.
So true, so true. Like both coaches about to clear their bench. Parker, last long ball was an air ball, nothing but oxygen there. Oh, we got it still going the other way, Sabres. It gets a tip from behind. Long three. Knocks it in by Graber. 64-37. I like the kid. That's a happy back playing ball.
Absolutely.
Oh, baby. He almost did a jelly fam there. Jackson rips it away. Got a timeout there by Fuchsia with 2:16 to go. And the final stanza, 64.
They're just going to use a substitution pattern. I'm sorry, Coach.
Yep, Academy is 37, Schalmont. So it's not a full timeout. You're going to go right back out there, right, Coach?
Yeah, it's like a substitution timeout here. When you see the official give that swirling of the arm hands, it's one of those. This is a situation that I know you're getting your guys playing time that haven't had playing time. This might be a situation where you have a guy like Tillery in here with these guys, like mixing Tillery and the freshman being a little bit more viable than most of those guys.
Yeah. No question. He might be able to really flaunt his stuff a little bit too, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Ball gets worked around. We got a charge here. Oh no, we got a blocking. Okay. What are some of the challenges, Coach, you think is going to be for the rest of the season that the players and coaches may have to face?
I think, like I said, dealing with the nutrition part of it. You know, guys not being 100% sharp, being totally in shape, dealing with that aspect of it, getting guys ready, getting your game plan, getting all that stuff in. You know, it's easier for some guys who got seniors who are accustomed to your position, but a young team like Academy here, you know what I mean? It can be a little bit of a challenge to get guys up to speed in what you're doing.
Yeah. Well, we love this place here, Coach. Schalmont has definitely been gracious to Umoja 2 TV, Coach. They love to have us, and we're going to definitely keep coming back, man. Next time we got to get those bleachers pulled down.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's a great gym. A lot of history here. You know, they lost their big guy from last year, Coach, who's at St. Rose right now, doing this thing. And, you lose a player like that, Coach, you're going to have some lows in your program, until you find somebody to fit that bill.
That's a fact. Hit your mic.
Okay, Coach, like the Sabres here, Coach, they're missing Shane Odell. Oh, bucket here, Coach. Look at the crowd. Look at the bench over there for Academy, Coach.
Getting into the fold.
Yeah. So they're missing Shane Odell, Coach, Schalmont is, and Academy missing Andre Jackson and Mobley. The two primary guys.
Absolutely.
The standouts from last year,
Absolutely.
But you're in a school like this district here, very small school district, one player, Coach, can change a great deal.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's why I kind of like the fact that they got Parker over here in the sense of, like you said, that one player coming in to be able to fill some shoes. I just think that him having foul trouble earlier on, hurt them getting out the gate. And a team like Academy, you don't want to get down behind because they're not good at relinquishing leads. They're good at building leads, not relinquishing leads.
Yeah. Ball gets tipped around. Stay here with Academy, 39 seconds to go. 6:37. A lot of team camaraderie over there, Coach. I mean, they're rooting for their classmates.
Absolutely.
We don't get much playing time to get buckets, Coach. Ball's getting worked around. 3-ball corner. No good.
And that's
backs it out.
And that's what I like about Fushio, Coach.
Yeah.
What I've learned about area coaches with him and play him, these private schools or whatever, he's the kind of coach, if you have a skill set, he doesn't bottle it up.
Right.
Sometimes these private schools, you get these kids, they got a certain skill set, and you want this kid to fit in your system so much, you kind of bottle his talent and kind of handcuff him. One thing I learned over the years about Fushio is, in evidence to his players going to the places that they go, he allows them to display their talent on stage in a nice, controlled way. You got to like it.
That's right.
I might be good.
All right, that's the final here, Coach. We're here at Schalmont Sabres home court. They're down. They didn't get it done here. So Academy 66 and Schalmont Sabres 37. And Fushio does it again, Coach. You got to give kudos to Coach Locchiano, Coach. I mean, he's one of the few coaches that would really go out and seek a competition like Albany Academy to go face the Fushio. You know what I mean? Like, you got to give that guy kudos.
Yeah, he did it last year.
Yes, he did.
He did it last year. And, when a lot of teams are opting out of playing Albany Academy and teams that we feel like should be running to play Academy opt out. This is a guy who says, I'm going to play. You said a small school like this, you know what I mean? He says, I'm still going to play. I'm going to give my guys that challenge. And the thing about it is that a situation like this only bodes well for him, right? Because we playing against one of the better teams, one of the better coach teams, so only we could prepare us even better, even moving forward.
That's right.
So, you take this as a lesson and you move forward, and it's a teachable moment for you guys.
That's right.
And you got to go home and say, hey, if Parker doesn't, it's that tedious. Like you said, a small school is that tedious that one guy being in a situation that can get foul trouble can rock your boat.
Yeah.
So you go home tonight and you go, hey, if I don't lose Parker like that earlier on, who says what it could have been? You know what I mean?
Right, that's right. So what does Fushio take from this game here tonight?
I mean, he has to like what he's saying. I mean, he comes into a game like this in a shortened season, and you got your guy Jackson that's clicking on all cylinders. I mean, this guy is scoring at every level, right? And so you got to be impressed with that. You got Grable comes in, he's doing what he's doing. So losing the guys that you lost last year and having these guys step up and fill these roles and fill these shoes, and you see Jackson over here showing a little bit of a leadership, even on the court. Fush's got to be happy with that, and he has to look at this as something to build on. I'm quite sure he's thinking, not overly thinking because it's not the sectionals and playoff stuff, but I want to get some other people going, maybe O'Hara, different things of that nature. So
That's right. We had to do it here with Umoja 2 TV. I'm Coach Danzy, alongside my partner, Coach Fuller. We're signing off. See you guys next time.
On the other side.
Coach Fushio, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. I'm glad you can join us here. Tell me about the overall thoughts of the game and what are you going to take out of a game like this?
I think you're playing against a really physical team with tradition, right? So they know how to win. They've won a lot. They're physical. They tested our toughness, and so they went to their toolbox, with some toughness and taking some charges. And they tried to score in transition. We had to be better at times in the transition defense. And so we'll get better. When you start the season on such short notice, it's hard. So we'll get better at transition defense tomorrow. Now we'll get better at some different looks we see. We're definitely used to playing, bigger teams. So now I think we can use Marcus in the post more than we've ever been able to, because usually it's 6'9", 6'10". So we're getting a lot of information from the last couple games, and we'll look to keep getting better and running sets that help our team.
Yeah. So I noticed too that you got your team is just basically like two guys really handling that load offensively for you guys, and your other guys in there really, or even the guys in the bench are just so much of team guys. They're doing whatever it takes to get loose balls, not on the floor for loose balls, and just hitting the open man. So is that because of the shortened season that these two, like Graber and Jackson, who's been in the system for a while, they pretty much know what it takes and what it needs to be?
We told the team straight up, like, we don't mess. Our culture is they're going to shoot 80% of the shots. You shoot shots when you make shots. So shot makers shoot, shot takers don't. And so we get guys, and you got to maximize your strengths. So our guys are just playing to their strengths. They're going to their personal toolbox, and they're going to emphasize that strength. So we got a lot of energy guys. We got good passers. We got great effort guys, like you said. And so that's what they're bringing. And you know what? When you got Graber and you got Jackson being shot makers, why wouldn't we go there? Bobby Chandler's going to be one of those guys, so he's going to come along. Keyshawn Tiller's going to be one of those guys in the future. We got Kieran O'Hara gave us probably a double-digit night tonight, late because of his conditioning and how much running he did, during the summer, so that's starting to pay off. So, I think our guys just understand our culture and understand, what tools we're going to use to be on the victorious side of the scoreboard.
So one last question. What is it like without Andre Jackson or the big Movie in there? What life after those two guys? Tell me about it.
I think tradition doesn't graduate or leave. So, you know what? Our guys are going to play. We're going to just, we wish those guys the absolute best. Wish Riley's going to be a star. Andre is a star. And, we wish those guys success. But, they're not on our circle anymore. So when you're not on our circle, then we just wish you well, and then we continue to do what we need to do. So, yeah, it's definitely different. We're playing different. We're trapping more. We don't have Riley to protect in the back. We don't have Andre to shoot gaps and electrify crowds that aren't here anymore. It's different, but it's just great to be playing after a year. So, you know what? Being back in the Colonial Council, a group that was nice enough to give us a schedule, it's just we really appreciate the opportunity just to play after a year. So we're not making too much of who's here, who's not here, all that stuff. We're really happy with just being able to get back on.
One last question, if I lied, there's one more. Talk to me about, give me your thoughts on last season, especially the last game of the season when you played against Lehigh. I didn't get a chance to talk to you at all about that, but just give me your quick thoughts of what you remember from that game and how electrifying everybody said like the game of the year.
Yeah, no, I mean, you lose by 1 in overtime to a number 8 team in the country. I don't know how many teams in our area, in the history of our area, have played in top 10 team in the country. Right, we played number 1 and lost by 27 3 or 4 years ago in Mount Verge, when RJ was the point guard. And that year we also played against Lone Peak, who was in the Geico National Championship, so they were our number 8. We only lost by 13. And to take a number 8 team down to the wire like we did and be a rebound or a deflection away, we got the miss. That's what we have to live with, is we got the miss. And then we didn't rebound. We didn't finish the possession. So that's on our guys to live with. I think we were hoping that the clock just ran out. And that's immaturity of our guys at that time. Unfortunately, Andre was on the other side of the hoop. So that was just immaturity of our guys. They were hoping that the clock ran out. We got the miss, and we didn't complete the win.
Thanks, Coach.
Yeah, so, Coach, my question is that I would never disrespect you by saying that you need to coach harder. However, losing a guy like Moby, that you was expecting back and what have you, and now with the crew that you have, we see a little bit more intense Coach Fuchsia over on the floor. Do you feel like you have to pull your coaching back a little bit more, a little bit harder?
No, we got two varsity guys. We got 2 experienced guys. We got 13 new guys. It takes more energy.
Basic mathematics, right?
It takes more energy. We got 2 freshmen that are here. We got 3 softs that are here.
Yeah, so
that's the future, right? So of course we're going to coach a little harder. We're going to get them to understand the intensity and the feel and how it feels to be coached. A lot of these kids, it's the first time that someone's scratching their soul a little bit. So you know what? Yeah. So we are going to coach a little harder and bring them along in an appropriate fashion so that they can be stars in the future.
So now, with the schedule and everything going on with this whole new situation, area teams actually get a chance to play you guys. And how's that boding well, and how are you looking forward to matching up on something that hasn't been done in this area of guys even competing against you guys?
We're excited to play area teams, and again, for me, it's a little special because I played the Colonial Council. Right, so I played way back in 1986. I played in the Colonial Council, and so to come back into these gyms is nice. I haven't seen these gyms in years, so it's a little nostalgic for me. And there's really good coaches and good players in the Colonial Council, and there's really good athletes. And it's always nice to see schools that have multi-sport athletes that just give to their school, and maybe it's their second or their third sport, but they're trying to do the good things for their community, and so they play. And so it's just nice to see schools, in the area that, they don't have specialization. They don't have guys that are just this sport.
Right.
They have multiple sport guys. So it's great when you see a name of a kid, maybe he scores 10 points a night, and then a month and a half from now he has 3 touchdowns. And then 5 weeks later he's got 5 hits. And so, it's pretty neat to watch some kids go through that process.
Absolutely.
Colonial Council is special to me, and happy to be back in some of these gyms.
Awesome. Now, during the sportscast, we talked about, the Sabres having to be careful to get down too much against the cadets. I said, Fucho is one of those guys that once you get down, so you got your formula is to build leads, not to relinquish them. Talk to me about your formula and how does that work?
Well, yeah, I mean, I just think that we know, as you get possessions, anybody that knows, simple math, when you have a certain amount of possessions and you take a full 35 seconds off, like that's just less time they have to score the ball. So we're gonna take our time in the second half when we have a lead. We're gonna take our shots. We're gonna hunt for our shots, right? So it isn't time to just get yours up. We don't have a culture like that. So we're still hunting our shots, whatever that team shot is. So our best players shoot, the guys that make shoot, the guys that offensive rebound go get it, the guys that pass it. And so there's no really. We had one, I would say, shot with Joe Shepard, one of our seniors, that we wanted to make sure he gets a shot because he's one of the most loyal kids, and he's more excited for the freshman playing than if he was playing. When you got kids like that in your program, it's easy to root for them. So that's how we do it. We count possessions. They got a clock for it, 35-second clock, and you're going to have to chase us. If you're going to want to, and then if you chase us, then we're going to get laps, and it's going to get bigger.
Gotcha.
Get hungrier.
Finally, my last question. How's Tillery coming along and adjusting to the system? He's a freshman, relatively young kid.
I'll put a ton of pressure on him. He's the best athlete I've coached as a freshman. Best combination athlete player. Like Andre, of course, was the best athlete.
Right.
Andre's comparisons go with Vince Carter, Michael Jordan, and Edward Moses, right? So Andre is different as an athlete, but this freshman, he's got a gear. He's different. He's a high-level finisher already, even though he's not big. He's got different gear. He wants to learn. He knows he doesn't know a lot about the game as far as what he's seeing. He's just instinctually talented. So he's not reading. He doesn't know how to read a screen yet, or how to get downhill or get his shoulder straight. But he's just doing it naturally. He's good. He's good.
Hey, make sure Pepsi sends us a check, all right?
This came out. I got funny. No, lean machine. One of my assistants owns a vending companies. The lean machine is the thing. So I'm like a NASCAR driver now.
Oh yeah.
Wow. You're the best.
All right, thanks, Coach. Okay, we're here with Marcus Jackson. Tonight you had a great game. I noticed from the jump, you were just attacking the basket and just hunting your shot, just penetrating drive. Is that how your game is going to be played this season?
Right now, after I just came out of a surgery, actually my foot surgery, I broke my foot last year in midseason in New York, or at Hoop Hall East. And ever since then, I kind of been just slowing my game down a little bit. Because I was like, at first I was playing a little slower because my foot, I was a little timid. But now I'm just I want to slow my game down and kind of perfect it. Like last year I was playing a little bit quick, a little out of control. This year I want to perfect it, slow down, make more reads. And after attacking, I like to kick. I like to get my guys shots. Yeah. That's how I like to play.
That's why I noticed too that your jump shot's coming along a lot better as well. How much time do you put into that, that jump shoot?
Oh, a lot. I wake up early, go shoot, and I shoot after practice. Whenever I can, really. I'm a gym rat as of now because I'm 12. This has been 12 months since I played a game. Last game I played before our last week's game was Lehigh in January. So really, and I couldn't get in gyms really, and I'm just chasing the gym. I'm trying to get in anywhere.
You play like that. Now, tell me, what part of the game where you thought you really started to take charge and you started putting your will into the game? Because I noticed that Parker went out, and that's when you guys really started to increase that bulge even more. But tell me when you really decided, when you had control of the game. When did you know that? Today's game. Yeah.
Really, from the jump, I feel like Coach Fruch is he's great at what he does. We got a lot of young talent that's really hitting. Like everybody knows, we got me and Preston hitting shots and creating. But guys don't know we got dudes off the bench that can create. We got Keyshawn, we got Bobby starting. We got Gianni Serbo, we got guys that can create and hit shots. And I feel like that's really what I was always confident from the jump in my guys and what we can do.
Yeah, so talk to me about Graber, man. What do you think his contributions are to this team and for you guys?
Man, over the summer, he's my best friend, so I hang out with him every day. And over the summer, he was in the gym every day. So his body change is really what you can just see him. He's filled up. He's 6'4" now. Yeah. He's bumping dudes. He's not out here shooting it. He's doing everything, and I think, man, he's good. He's gonna be at the next level for sure.
Now, what have you learned from your brother, man? He's gone now. No more Andre. So what are you gonna take from his style of play that you're gonna bring to yours?
The way Andre, the way he was so unselfish. The way he would play the game is just, he always had somebody to kick the ball to, whether it was me and Preston, whether it was August, whether it was Mark Fillion. He always found a way to hit guys, but with both hands. Not many guys can do that. He'll hit dudes from over here with a lefty pass in the other corner. I'm like, yo, people don't realize how hard that stuff is. I mean, things he do is so underappreciated. He can't just dunk.
Yeah.
I mean, just that. I mean, he finds dudes. Even right now at UConn, you put him in the middle, he's finding guys. He's instant offense, I feel like. And that's something I want to do. I love that.
All right.
Now, this has to be an interesting thing for you because you're used to playing against high-level competition for the last several years, being out on that circuit that you guys travel. Now you come here, you got a colonial council schedule. Are you licking your chops at these guys saying, I'm used to going guys who was ranked in the country, teams that was ranked in the country, now I'm going against you cats, oh, this is chopped liver. Is that kind of the mindset? Because that's what it looks like.
I feel that way, but right now, I see this as all right, work on my left hand. Let me get some in-game jump shot reps. Things that I can't do, I'm gonna try and do and I'm gonna work at. Like, I know I can get by somebody and go right hand on the layup and bump. I know I can do that against all levels because I've done it. But I wanna add to my bag and see what I can do.
Yeah, and I noticed when you started to get control of the game, your focus turned to getting your guys involved and keeping those guys happy. Talk to me a little bit about that. Was that the mindset?
I mean, basketball's a culture. You can't win without everybody together and happy. I mean, if Preston's out of whack, that's on me. I'm a senior leader. I've been here for 4 years. That's on me. If somebody on the bench not up, that's on me. I mean, I just got to get everybody involved and make sure everybody's up and going and happy, really.
Now, one last question. You're a fierce competitor. You battle. We hear you on the court encouraging your guys, even having a word or two with the officials. How do you tell her that? How do you manage that during the game and keep that kind of under wraps, but yet still show your passion and intensity?
I like to talk a little bit, but I keep it respectful. If you get me going, I mean, I'm gonna talk to you, but at the end of the game, it's all love. I mean, it's basketball. I go no matter what it is. I like to be good at it, and I like to compete. You know, if I'm playing spike ball, I play it out with my boys. If I'm on a video game, if I'm playing football, I play it in the past. I like to compete no matter what it is.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you. We're here with Coach Lociano. Coach Lociano, you're one of the bravest coaches in the area, man. You always taking on the tough challenges with Coach Fuscio and the Albany Academy Cadets. Tell me, what do you take out of a game like this today?
You know, what I asked to see out of them tonight was fight. You know, I said, let's see what you got. Let's see some dog in us, because you know, the last few games we've kind of slacked off defensively, not put any bodies on anybody. Just the little things, fundamentals, you know, defensively, getting in the right spots, being in help. And I thought we did a better job of that tonight.
Yeah, so tell me what's some of the toughest things you had to go through in an environment with COVID. What are the toughest things that maybe might have been a setback or might have hampered things? Talk to me about some of those things that coaches go through in times like this.
I think for us, it's been, we usually have like 5 scrimmages, so before our first game. So this is our 5th game now, and we've played Academy, LaSalle, McKeel, you know, Catholic High, and Delaware Academy. So, I mean, we played some really good teams, and normally we would have scrimmaged that many good teams prior to the first game. So it's just them gelling and learning how to play with each other. We got some guys with some varsity experience, and we got some guys who didn't get a lot of playing time last year. So it's just them trying to figure out really what their role is, and you know, movement on offense, movement on defense, and it's coming together. It's definitely coming together. I really think if I had this group for 3.5, 4 months before sectionals, I really think we'd be a very tough out in the bees.
Yeah, I know you got a newcomer on the team with Rodney Barker. Talk to me about his play. I mean, early foul trouble kind of hampered things. Seemed like the intensity a little bit with him rebounding went down when he went out, and that's when that bowl started to happen. So talk to me about his play and what you expect to see from him from this season.
Yeah, you know, Rodney brings a level of athleticism with him. kids on the team love him, and you know he's just he's a lead by example guy. He's not real vocal, but when he is vocal, people pay attention. And he's been a great addition to our school, great addition to our team. You know, you got 2 months into the school year, you know, new senior student of the month. So I mean, you know, that type of stuff is really important for him and for our team
and for the football team.
Yeah, right.
Well, so do you go home tonight and you say to yourself, you know, Parker got early foul trouble, I had to put him on the bench, and I mean, he's a guy who stops a lot of possessions because he's a good defensive rebounder as well, good defender as well, and contribute points. Do you go home tonight and sleep on your pillow and say, what would that have been like if this guy doesn't get in foul trouble, because it's hard to get in foul trouble against a team like that when he's one of your horses?
Yeah, I mean, I go home tonight thinking, you know, and I talked to the guys, what we talked about in the locker room is execution offensively. You know, we pushed the ball, we did a good job of transition and pushing the ball, and I think some of the times we got too deep in the paint, and we could have done some different things offensively, but no, I won't sleep. I don't sleep whether we win or lose. I'm still trying to watch film, stay up late, but you know, defensively, I'm very happy with, even though they scored 66 points, you know, that's a good team that could probably easily score 100 points.
Right.
You know, so like you said, when Rodney was in foul trouble and we had to pull him out there for a little bit, they went on a little run.
Yep.
And that, you know, we just got to figure out how we're going to, if that happens again, who's going to step up and get those stops for us.
I thought one of your Achilles heel tonight was, I thought the game actually would have been a lot more competitive, even though it was pretty much nip and tuck throughout. They kept a little bit of a double-digit lead. But you guys' failure to knock down open shots tonight, outside perimeter shots, I think that's what hurt you guys.
We were 3 for 20, I think, from 3.
Wow.
So, I mean, I told them we're not going to shoot like that every night. That's,
Right.
you know, and we got good looks. We got a lot of good looks, and we just didn't knock them down. You know, we hit 4 more of those.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Different store.
So my final question is, what when you left them and you talked about your teachable moments and things, what was your message to the team as you departed?
Tomorrow, get better. This one's done. Keep getting better. We got better defensively as a group, as a team today than we were on Saturday. So, you know, we get better defensively. Tomorrow we get better offensively, and see what we have against Catholic High.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, Coach.